Hello, and thank you for visiting Veterans Corner again today. We are honored and privileged to be a guest in your home. Today's interview is with Ms. Danae Prejean. She is with the Narcisse Legacy Living of Acadiana, and she is here to share information about what she and her partner is working with and doing here in Acadiana, helping veterans and also the community overall. So all I can say is, Ms. Danae, come on in. Thank you for coming on board Veterans Corner.
Thank you for having me.
Okay,
Thank
okay.
you for having me.
Well, I'll tell you what, tell me a little bit about yourself and how did you guys get started in this venture? Okay?
Okay.
So,
I'm Danae Prejean. I am from Lafayette, Louisiana, born and raised. My family, went to Como High School, attended school at Xavier University. My family is from the Maurice Long area, so from Cali Saloon, south side of Lafayette. The reason why I started was because I've been away for a while from Lafayette working, and my mom had a phone call that said, hey, I need your help with my uncle, her brother, and my grandmother, who's 89.
okay,
And so I came back home to support. My uncle has been living in a group home for most of his life because he was mentally challenged. And,
okay,
and I needed to help my mom, my grandmother, and my uncle all at the same time. So that silver tsunami was in effect for our family, is in effect for our family. And so at the time, I wanted to help. He lived away from us. So being able to provide support for my grandmother to get her to see her son, I wanted to say, let's build a group home. Let's have a place where he can be close to us in our home instead of where he is. It didn't happen before he passed. He did die in 2024.
okay.
However,
Sorry to hear that. My condolences.
So this independent living is designed in the loving memory of Charles Ray Narcisse, who we've cared for, and he lived in a group home all of his life.
All of his life.
All of his life.
Okay,
Yep. So so Narcisse Legacy Living is a structured, independent environment that is also a supportive housing solution that supports safe discharge placement gaps that we have now for hospitals, veteran coordinators, behavioral health clinics. They're having a hard time discharging in a safe discharge that are not necessarily needing an assisted living or a skilled nursing facility,
okay,
but can still live independently.
okay, okay. Exactly when did you guys start? Because I never heard of you before. I met you at one of the events we just had.
Yes.
And I think what you guys are doing are great. And
Thank you.
I want to help you make an impact in the community as well. So just when did you guys start this?
We started in October 2025.
Really? That's really recent.
Just very, very recently.
Okay, that's good. That's
started
good.
here in Acadiana, and we opened up our home January 1st.
Okay.
So we have 2 houses in the Carencro area where we support between 10 to 12 veterans and seniors.
Right now?
Right now.
Okay, okay,
Right
that's
now.
good.
You're in the home.
Yes, I'm in the
It's
home.
one of our homes.
Yes.
Yeah. So right now we're looking for seniors and veterans that are
Okay.
independent and need a place to live and live in a community type environment.
So in other words, at these homes, one of the things that must be prerequisites, I guess you can say, is that they must have their own transportation. Because I'm saying if they're coming to your home and they need transportation, do you provide transportation? Or do they have to have their own vehicles to go and come as part of the independent living?
Right. So most of the seniors that we support typically are not still driving at this point.
Or they're not still driving?
Right.
Okay.
So, but they can. If they're still driving, then they can definitely, we have enough ample parking for them to do that. If they need transportation to their doctor's appointments and any critical services they may need, we do provide services and we support third-party vendors to give them the transportation access that they need.
Okay, now the third party for transportation, is that something that the third party bills you guys, or do they build the independent?
They build them independently.
So that's an additional cost if they want to go somewhere.
Right, so we would help them. So a lot of those services are affordable and at a minimal cost. So we have Smiles, Acadiana Transit, those all, and also home care agencies will come and pick up. They have transportation services as part of their skills, so they can come in and take them to their doctor's appointments.
Okay, okay. Well, that's good. That's good. Uh, living here in the homes, you're looking at, do they have access to the kitchen where they can actually cook or not? You know, I mean, do they bring their own food in here? How many people like this facility is here? How many occupants can you handle?
Right. So this home can house 7 people.
7 people.
Right. 7 people, some private and semi-private rooms. They have a common living and a common kitchen area, and each person would provide their own food. We do partner with the pantries so that we can get food coming in. We also partner with different restaurants that will provide meals for the home. So they'll do certain days of the week for that. And our residents can cook. It's independent living. It's their home.
Okay, but that could be a little bit of awkward, right? If I'm cooking a meal, I'm cooking a meal just for me, or
right.
I'm doing it for the group, or say that the group, well, we'll cook today, you cook whatever you want that feeds everybody. Each one have their own turn, I assume.
Right. Everybody has their turn. There's a calendar we put together what the menu will be.
Okay.
Everybody, it just it depends on our clients, right? Because sometimes they transition. But ideally, we're seeing that we have a calendar put together. We have a house manager that will cook those meals for everybody. And then
the house manager cooks the meals.
Right, cooks the meals for the home.
So they don't do the individual cooking.
No, but if they want to go
If
make
you
a
want to.
cereal, they want to make their own oatmeal, if
Okay.
they want to, they can do that.
On that small,
Right, scale.
okay, scale, yeah. Because otherwise, with the meals that you provide, you have someone that's already doing that for them.
Right. We
Okay,
have
is that all 3 meals or once?
Yes,
once
it's
all
3
3
meals.
meals? Okay, that's pretty good. How do you find, what have you been doing so far to get, I think, how many said you have? 12 you said, or 7?
total of 12.
12 right now, okay. How did you find out about you? Because I'm saying, I just learned about you, I mean, so.
So our homes can house up to 12 people. Currently, we still have beds available. We're reaching out to home care agencies. We're talking to hospitals, VA clinics. We're talking to the Department of Health and Housing, the HUD department, Section 8. We've picked up people from clinics, outpatient clinics, dialysis centers. We're reaching out to financial planning and estate planning events. We're going to bingos. We're reaching out to all of our community members and making sure people know who we are and being able to provide a independent living, community type home for our seniors and veterans.
Okay, now when it comes to the veterans, getting involved with the VA, which I'm a veteran, they have to certify you before any vet can come into this home if they will provide access to, how am I say this? I think access not only to the home, but who pays for this?
Right.
The VA pays, or does the independent veteran or the individual?
It can be a combination of, they can do the VA HUD vouchers, they can have private pay, it could be SSI, SDI, SSDI, it could be pensions, whatever, it could be a combination of those can pay for the residents to live with us.
Okay, because I know that with getting involved with the VA here, you have to get involved with community care.
Yes.
And have you guys been vetted with them yet?
We're still working on that.
It takes a little
Yes, it takes some time.
a little couple of hoops, huh, to go
Yes,
through.
and I'm trying to go through the hoops now. So. But yeah, our intent is to be able to support our veterans and continue to scale up where we'll have homes dedicated just to them and be a community service liaison.
You want to have homes dedicated strictly to them.
For seniors as well.
So at some point in time, that will happen, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Because you also deal with the community as well.
Correct.
So you cannot discriminate between the two, between veteran, non-veteran, okay? So far you have one here in the Carencro area, okay? And where's the other one at?
2 homes are in the Carencro
Oh,
area.
they're both here in
Yeah, they're both here.
Okay, okay.
They're both here.
Well, as long as they have access to vehicles and walking around, I guess you can say, but
yeah, public transportation is
once they're here at the location, what other services do you provide? You got some type, like taking care of their medicines, or what what kind of service you provide once they're in the home here?
Okay. This facility is independent, so all of our residents have to be able to self-medicate themselves. So that is part of being independent. We do keep they do keep their medications under lock and key, so we do have a place for them to store their medicines with them under lock and key.
So each one has a specific
Yes.
safe.
Yeah, safe, exactly. That's a good word for it.
Yeah.
So they have to be able to be ambulatory. They have to be able to take care of their own ADLs. So being able to bathe, feed themselves, stairs, they could walk with a cane if they need to. So they should be independent for the most part. If they need any services outside of that, any skilled nursing, any home health services, any sitting services, we get those services brought into our home. So we use third-party contractors that will come in and support our veterans and seniors if they need any of that.
Okay. Now, when it comes, like I've noticed here in this facilities here, there are stairs going up to the second floor. Do you take disabled veterans?
Yes, I do.
I mean, I'm a disabled veteran, okay, but I can walk around. I can walk up these steps, but I might be kind of slow going up the steps.
That's correct.
But there's certain disabilities that you cannot really accept.
That's correct.
So you have to be very particular about who you're bringing in because it also opens you guys up to liabilities and everything else.
Yes, sir.
So in doing so, what's the process to let somebody in this home?
Okay, so our intake process is very quick. We can typically have the process and have a client in within 42 to 72 hours. Typically, we'll get a referral first. We'll do an assessment, pre-assessment. We'll look over their health and medical profiles, and then we will do an actual in-person or virtual interview with that client. And after that, we'll bring them in and move them in and stabilize if they a good fit.
Okay. Now, when you bring someone in, I'm sure you're looking, once you're going through the vetting system, I guess you can say, that putting people together
It's important.
it's important because, let's face it, sometimes people don't get together.
Exactly.
You know, so you're really particular about who you bring into your home because they have to be, I guess you can say, really an outgoing person willing to share the information with, not share information, but more live with someone. Okay, like it's not like in a nursing home or assisted living. My mother-in-law lived in assisted living, and she was roomed with someone, but they were both kind of disabled, but they both got along very well. I mean, so you must have that.
Yeah, so it's very important to have a combination of personalities, right? Because you don't want everybody to be bossy.
Yes.
You got to have mild manners. So we're trying to pick the right people that want to be in a community type environment, thrive on being sociable, and it have to have mixed personalities. Is who we look for. So we do vet personalities and people in their health.
Yes, I know. It can get very confusing after a while trying to put people together.
Exactly.
As far as for the individual, like for them feeding themselves or cooking, do they go to the grocery stores and buy food there and bring it in for themselves?
So what we do is once a month we do a grocery
Once a month?
run.
Okay,
And we'll
for everybody.
For everybody. So everybody will put together what they want from the grocery store, and we'll get everything delivered. I'll go make the pickup for everybody for the house, and we do that once a month.
Okay. Well, that's pretty good. I mean, as far as the individuals who are not veterans, okay, do they go through the same process? Because I'm saying veterans sometimes have, even though they may look normal, okay, sometimes they have barriers and obstacles that people are not aware of.
Right.
PTSD, okay? So I understand that. So you have to really be particular and
Absolutely.
careful because when you're putting, say, a veteran with a non-veteran,
They may not understand their challenges.
right, because
yes.
we have a lot that's above the everyday struggles that everybody meet. So you have to really be very careful who you put together.
Absolutely. So we definitely do a vetting process. We do a look at history, historical history
Okay.
on all of our clients. We also do an initial drug test when they first come in. And we also look at their meds, so we understand what their history is before moving in.
So
Be it medical, psychological, or any criminal background.
Okay, so like for a vet, for instance, to get some type of health issues presented to you to say what they're dealing with, do they bring medical, their medical file to you to let you know that's what they're involved with?
Typically we get their health and medical profile or their face sheet from the referral source. So they would be the ones that will provide the information, their meds, their backgrounds, family backgrounds, what's their unhoused situation. We get all that information prior to. That's part of the initial screening process that we do.
Well, I tell you what, that's pretty good. Is there, here in the facilities, do you have things that they can do besides maybe watching television, or they have other games or programs that you issue here, that you promote here that they can get involved with?
Absolutely. So we have a calendar that we put together for activities to do during the week. We have things inside the house, and we work with outside vendors that will come and pick them up to do activities outside of the home. We also do something within us. So once a month we'll do some type of activity either at the park, movies, some kind of integrated thing that we'll do as a group as well. So we do something internally within our program. We also partner with third-party contractors that have events at their facilities, and we have stuff inside the home as well.
If that's the case, do you have conflicts when they get two people together playing the game? I'm just joking.
It's a friendly
A friendly game.
friendly game. And I want to talk about security.
Well, that's something else too. Yes.
Yeah, so security is very important as well because it is an independent facility. So we do have, all of our homes have ring cameras on the outside, front and back patios. We do have fingerprinting. So each doorknob will have a fingerprint to get in. So only the guests, the residents that's staying in that room has access to that particular room by fingerprint.
A doorknob fingerprint?
Yes, sir. And we also have cameras inside the home. So all in the public areas, we have cameras so that we can also make sure everybody's safe and secure. Only in the public areas, so nothing in bedrooms or in the restrooms.
As far as for the print on the doorknobs, is that one of the requirements that the state?
No, it's something that we do to secure our home, especially since we have an independent individuals coming in as a community.
Yeah,
so we want to make sure
the reason why I'm asking that is because you have a program where you're dealing with a variety of different types of people coming into your home. And even to open up this program or facility, I'm sure you have to meet state guidelines.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. How rigid are they?
They're very, very rigid. The good thing is that I am definitely compliant with our city, state, and local regulations, and so I am do whatever I need to do to make sure we keep our residents safe and also be able to take care of our business.
Yeah. In dealing with the state, how long did that go? How long did it take for you to get vetted with them? And
About 4 months.
4 months.
4 months.
So in other words, you just open up this facility
In October.
in October, so it's up in the summertime that you really started.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Although
so
that
it takes
works
that
beforehand.
much involved. Okay.
Yep, yeah.
Also, too, when it comes to the vehicle side, it's up to the individual if they want to help another individual out that's living here, like for transportation.
Oh, that's
you
on
allow
them.
that?
Yep, that's on them. That's on them.
Understand, if you got somebody that's here,
wants
that have
to-
a vehicle and is willing to help someone, then the liability transfers to them.
Right, that we're not responsible if they get in someone else's car to take them somewhere. That is totally not our responsibility. What happens once they leave our property?
Well, I hope that never be tested, put
Right.
it like that, because it can get very expensive. When it comes to veterans, I know that we do have obstacles, yes, but is there, well, do you allow religion, their faith to come in here, and if they want to promote their faith or non-faith? I'm touching a very sticky
Well.
topic there. I'm just saying, because you have to look at it that too, because and you're
Right.
bringing somebody involved, because I may want to start telling people about my faith,
Right.
and another one is saying, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. Do you allow them to bring information into your facility? That's
I haven't. We haven't dealt with that situation at this time. I think that everybody can definitely believe in what they're going to believe in, but they need to respect everybody's own beliefs. I don't think that our home is established for that. So anybody has their own religion, they can, but we would not allow anyone to come in and solicit their own religion or
Okay,
non-religion.
I'm going a little bit deeper than this, a little bit, I guess you can say. If a pastor was to come in, and if the pastor requests to do a service, do you allow that?
No.
I'm just touching all the bases
The
if I
pastor
can.
can, we can
talk
you
with
can
the
pick
pastor,
up,
you
you
can-
can pick up all of my residents that's interested in going, and we
Right.
can go to their church. That's
Okay.
what we would do.
'Cause I do know pastors visit. I'm just wondering if
Right,
that may cause some conflict.
It'd be if the resident wants to do that. If they don't, then they're not obligated to any of that. But we want to try to keep it, everybody has their own faith and beliefs. So
Okay.
we want to respect everybody's own.
Yeah. Then tell me, we're coming close to wrapping up this interview, but overall, give me a summary about what exactly you do. Just go back and kind of go over a little bit of everything that you've done so far.
We are a structured, rule-based, affordable housing, independent environment for seniors and veterans that are unhoused, that either they have lost a loved one and don't want to live alone anymore. They can't afford assisted living, need something more affordable. We don't do credit checks. We don't do background checks. They don't have to have 3 times the income. We also, we're a safe discharge from hospitals and people stepping down from SMIF units or not appropriate for nursing homes. We are a community-based, private and semi-private home, community type environment where people want to live with others, but as if they're still at home. If any of our residents require any skilled nursing or type of home care services, we do partner with our community, and they can have those services provided for them in their home.
Okay. You brought up something, affordability. I know my mother-in-law and my mother were living in assisted living, and basically they just gave the check over to the assisted living, the
whole entire
the whole check. So I'm not asking how much you charge, but on a percentage, where do you fall? Where
I'm
assisted
right in the
living-
middle.
You're right in the middle.
Right
so
in the middle.
maybe
I'm about half
of what they cost.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's something people need to know.
Absolutely.
Before they even get in here, they can ask you the first question: how much does it cost to come here? But I'm glad that this is really looking good. I like this.
Great.
Well, look, I want to thank you for coming on board with but with Veterans Corner, and hopefully we will have you on again in the future, and hopefully we can make a difference and make an impact in veterans' lives as well as the community as well.
Yes.
And I hope everything is going to be fantastic for you guys. So, Ms. Dene, thank you very much, and see you next time. And all I can say is,
Let me get my number.
oh yes, no, you don't need that. You don't need to do that. I'm
no,
gonna put
okay.
it at the bottom of the screen
Okay,
and all that
good deal.
stuff. But God bless America, my friends. Take care. Bye bye.
Take care. Thank you.
Veterans Corner, serving those who served us.